you guys asked what symptoms I have with heart failure, and it started out with hardness of like breathing and stuff like that, and then I started getting real bloated. I'll post a picture right here so you can kind of see how bad it was. Actually a couple pictures, because I got pretty bad. I refused to go to the hospital, and I got super bloated in the abdomen. My legs filled up with water. I kind of looked like I was pregnant. It was pretty bad. Heart failure isn't something to screw around with. I almost passed out at Home Depot when I was working, and this is what caused me to go to the hospital the first time. I almost passed out carrying 2 5-gallon buckets, and I could not breathe, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I went to the emergency room. They ran EF and all that. This is when I was on drugs, and kind of refused care. They wanted to take me off of the drugs and alcohol, and I didn't want that, obviously, because I was an addict and alcoholic. So I refused care. Then I would go home. When I went home, I got super bloated, and my abdomen, my legs started filling up with water. I started getting blood clots in my legs. They started hurting. I put them in water and take a bath, and it would feel like they were on fire. Hurt to put pressure on them, all that kind of stuff. Still refusing care because I was a dumbass, and dumbasses do that shit. I dealt with it until I had to go into the hospital again. So I went into the hospital again. This time they sent me up to Cleveland Clinic. Diagnosed me with heart failure and end-of-stage heart failure. Gave me a life vest. Sat there and told me that I was going to die. Pretty much. The first time. This was in 2022. I forget, maybe February or something like that. I'm telling you, I was a dumbass and a drug addict and alcoholic, so I refused care from Cleveland Clinic after staying there for a month. I was like, I'm done. And I got out of there, wore my life vest for like 2 days, and threw it somewhere, lost it, ended up finding it, had to give it back, all that stuff. Went 6 months on just medication and Millerone drip when I got back into the hospital after 6 months. Mind you, Millerone drip is Superman juice. I don't know if any of you have had Superman juice, but it is amazing. It makes you feel like you're normal again, so you don't need nothing because you think you're doing great. But that drip is Superman juice. That's when they decided they were going to give me an LVAD, or try to give me an LVAD. It took 3 months in the hospital before I got my LVAD because I had to prove that I was going to work for it. I lost weight, got super skinny. They gave me the LVAD, and then now I'm here a year and a half later. So I've had it for a year and a half. It is amazing. One bad thing, I cannot be in water, so it bugs me tremendously because I like being in the lakes, the rivers, all that stuff. I can't be up past my belly button because it cannot get submerged in water. I can't take showers. I take showers with like a sticky saran wrap. It's called Tagaderm. I can show you that in a later video. It basically sticks onto my skin like a second skin, and it will allow the water to go around and not penetrate my wound, because that wound has to stay 100% dry. If it's not dry, then I'm screwed. But yeah, so my mind you, in the pictures that I showed you, I was an addict and alcohol abuse. So I was extremely bloated. I felt like I was dying. I was kind of trying to commit suicide by alcohol and drugs because I had a crappy life at that point. I was living out my truck and all that junk. Everything's changed for me since I've gotten sober and since I've been clean, which has almost been 2 years now. 2 years, December 29th. I'll be 2 years absolutely clean, sober. Other than what the hospital gives me, I've even cut out my gabapentin. I made a video on gabapentin and how bad it is for you as far as foggy brain. Brain fog is nothing to play around with. You can't think straight, can't talk straight. I'm still coming off of that. I'm 2 weeks sober off of gabapentin. Even though it's not a controlled substance, I still consider being sober off of it because my mind's getting clearer. I'm starting to talk faster, normal. I can complete my thoughts where I couldn't do that before. Obviously, I'm making videos now to hopefully help you guys out. Whatever questions you have, I know I had a question about the shower. I had a question about symptoms. Anything you have, just shoot me a comment, a message. If you don't want to be brought up in it, then send it to me and tell me you want to stay anonymous. But this channel is to help people going through heart failure and to bring acknowledgement of heart failure, because a lot of people don't realize how many people actually have heart failure. It starts in stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then 4 stages in stage, which I have. It's not fun to have, but you know, I have a pretty normal life with it. I go to the gym. I have a girlfriend now. I was single when all this stuff happened. I was able to manage to get a girlfriend, and she has kids. I play with her kids. They're awesome. I don't have a lot of energy sometimes for them because of my meds, but you know, I have a pretty normal life. So if you got whatever questions you have, let me know. I'm trying to make better videos. I'm trying to come across clear. I know some of my stuff is scrambled, but hey, I'm just starting out, so talk shit if you want to. I really don't care. I got thick skin. I died 5 times before I got my LVAD, so you know, if you don't like what I'm posting, then hey, fuck you. I don't really care. So yeah, that's about it.